Alright guys, so what we're going to cover today is importing a VM from a type 1 or type 2 hypervisor, so some type of on-prem hypervisor, or just again I think it's type 2 hypervisor that's just running on your local machine that we're going to be demonstrating today. I have VirtualBox, but this could be Hyper-V, VMware, Workstation, you name it. If I can export via OVF format, I should be able to get this machine up to AWS. But before you do so, you definitely want to go and take a look at this handy dandy guide that Amazon put together, about 38 pages. You just want to definitely see if your system requirements, the system that you're trying to migrate, is on the approved list. I did attempt to migrate a box that wasn't on this list, and the service is just going to blow up on you. And you'll see here the one command is legitimately the secret sauce. Amazon's doing some magic on the back end to convert this OVF into an AMI. So again, before you start, make sure the system you're trying to migrate is on the approved list. Okay. And also in the description, I'm going to go ahead and share out this link. I've kind of summarized this in 6 steps. Some implied tasks, some not. But again, I'm a firm believer in not spoon feeding you. So you've come to this video because you want to migrate a virtual machine. Well, that's great, but again, just kind of understanding everything that is happening and really just being resourceful is a skill that's just going to serve you a lot within your career. So I've highlighted and summarized this in 6 steps. So step 1, identify supported OS. We've done that. I've shared a link here on this README to this PDF that I've just shared with you. The next thing you want to do is you're going to export that virtual machine from to an OVF 2.0 preferred. Then what you need to do is follow that document, and you need to provision your AWS roles. AWS roles and permissions and everything according to the document in order to have your AWS CLI tools have the ability to upload appropriately. So again, this link will be in the descriptions. Just go ahead and follow that and to provision your AWS environment. So we're going to be looking at 2 AWS CLI calls here specifically today. Step 4 is literally the upload. So at step 2, we've exported to an OVA format. So as you can see here, server 2016 OVA, that's already on disk locally where the CLI tools have access to it. So what we're going to do is call AWS S3, copy this file up to this directory. So S3, this directory is sitting inside of my S3 buckets. So this is essentially an S3 bucket. Here's the S3 key. Okay, so that's the copy function. The next thing you have to do is actually do the converting. So in the converting, it's dependent upon this JSON template. This template, the most basic form, is going to take a description, the format, which in this case is OVA, and then the user bucket. So again, S3 bucket is going to be import VMDKs. This could be anything. I just named it that following the guide. But that could be anything. And then the S3 key here is going to be the file name, so the OVA. So again, this JSON, once served up, is assuming that this key in this bucket exists, which is step 6. So step 6, we're calling it on AWS EC2 import image. We're going to set a description. I had a typo there, so server 2016. And then you're going to specify the disk containers JSON document, which is right here. Okay. So I've already done all that. We'll just quickly skim over the exporting from VirtualBox, and to cover every exporting in every hypervisor is beyond the scope of this video. But again, if you have a specific hypervisor that you would like me to make a video on, we can do that. So, but for VirtualBox, you're going to go right click on the VM in a shutdown state. And again, so when you're migrating, we're assuming that you have this virtual machine in a specific state that you're satisfied with before migration. And the use cases, of what that state looks like is, your mileage may vary. So we're going to go here, export, select Open Virtualization Format 2.0, continue, and then just do a simple export. So again, I've already did that. and that's what created an OVA file in that format. So if steps 1 through 6, you did them successfully, so you've checked, made sure your OS was good to go, and then you've provisioned your AWS environment accordingly, that conversion should be taking place. If the conversion is successful, you then should be able to go into your AWS environment, click on EC2 service. Then we're going to go into running instances, click on launch instance, and then we're going to go down here to the left side and select my AMIs. So you can see here that I've uploaded several. Here's my Win 10 2016 data center, and I got 2 Win 10s. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And then 2008 R2. So if the conversion was successful, so this command, you should then see those AMIs listed within your My AMI section. So we can go to S3 and verify that those OVAs were uploaded. So here we can see our import VMDK's bucket is home to 3 OVAs. Okay, so again, steps. Convert OVA or convert system locally to OVF format, copy OVA to S3 bucket, run AWS CLI tools against that OVA, and allow AWS to do all the magic on the back end as long as that OVA is supported operating system. And we should then have that custom AMI. So I'll go ahead and share. I'm going to share in the descriptions the link to, and then I will also share this in the descriptions. So if you liked this video and you want to see more like it, or if you want me to make something specific to your liking or whatever, if you got some type of training in mind that you would like me to tackle, just go ahead and drop me a comment and we'll take a look at it.